Tired of hunting for bugs manually and wondering if there is a better way? There absolutely is, and it's called QA automation. My name is Daniel, and today I'm super excited to break down how to become a QA automation engineer. If you're currently in manual testing or looking to break into tech with a role that's in high demand, this video is going to be your complete roadmap. In this video, we'll cover everything you need to know to launch your career in this exciting field. So grab something to drink, get comfortable, and let's map out your journey to becoming a QA automation engineer. Guys, make sure you check out all the useful links in the description after watching this video. There might be some nice discounts there. Let's dive right in. What is QA automation? Alright, my friends, let's start with the basics. QA stands for quality assurance, and it's all about making sure software works correctly before it gets into the hands of users. Now, traditionally, QA testers would manually click through applications, checking if buttons work, forms submit correctly, and that everything behaves as expected. This manual testing is super important, but it has some limitations. It's time-consuming, repetitive, and prone to human error. This is where automation comes in. QA automation is essentially using code to test code. Instead of a human clicking through an application over and over again, you write scripts that simulate user actions and verify the expected outcomes automatically. These automated tests can run whenever you need them, after every code change, nightly, or before each release. They are consistent, fast, and can cover a ton of ground quickly. Think about it this way, guys. Imagine you have an e-commerce website, and every time a developer makes a change, you need to check that users can still search products, add items to cart, check out, process payments, and so on. Doing this manually might take hours each time. But with automation, you can have a suite of tests that runs through all these scenarios in minutes, freeing up QA professionals to focus on more complex, exploratory testing that requires human intuition. Automation isn't about replacing manual testing completely. It's about handling the repetitive stuff, so humans can focus on the creative, critical thinking aspects of quality assurance. It's also a crucial part of modern development practices, like continuous integration and continuous deployment, where code changes are constantly being integrated and deployed. Without automation, these rapid development cycles simply wouldn't be possible. What do QA automation engineers do? So folks, what does a QA automation engineer actually do day to day? Well, it's a mix of coding, testing strategy, and collaboration that keeps the job interesting. First and foremost, you'll be writing test scripts in languages like Java, Python, or JavaScript that simulate user behavior. These scripts might check if a login form works properly, verify that shopping carts calculate correctly, or ensure search functions return relevant results. You'll also design test frameworks, creating the architecture that makes writing and maintaining tests easier for the entire team. Collaboration is huge in this role, my friends. You'll work closely with developers to understand new features, coordinate with product managers to identify critical user flows for testing, and often consult with manual testers about edge cases that should be automated. A significant part of your job involves maintaining existing test suites. As applications evolve, your tests need updating too. When tests fail, you'll investigate whether there's an actual bug or if the test itself needs fixing. Then communicate issues to the development team with clear steps to reproduce problems. You'll also monitor test runs, analyze results, and continuously learn about new tools and frameworks to improve your testing approach. Many QA automation engineers participate in broader quality processes too, like code reviews, defining acceptance criteria for features, or making recommendations about release readiness. What makes this role so dynamic, guys, is that you're essentially the guardian of quality throughout the development lifecycle, using code as your primary tool to ensure software works reliably before it reaches users. Educational background and skills. Guys, before we move on, I try to make my content fun instead of boring, and in return, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content I make. Alright guys, let's talk about what you need to bring to the table to succeed as a QA automation engineer. The good news is there's no single required path. Successful automation engineers come from all kinds of backgrounds. Some studied computer science, others were self-taught programmers, and many actually started in manual testing roles and gradually learned automation. While a degree in computer science, information technology, or a related field can definitely be helpful, it's not always necessary. What's more important is having a solid understanding of programming concepts and testing principles. Many employers care more about your skills and experience than your formal education. Speaking of skills, let's talk about what you really need to master. First and foremost, you need programming knowledge. You don't need to be as specialized as a full-stack developer, but you should be comfortable with at least one programming language, commonly used in automation, like Java, Python, JavaScript, or C#. Understanding object-oriented programming concepts is particularly important since most automation frameworks are built on these principles. Testing fundamentals are crucial too, my friends. You need to understand different types of testing, like unit testing, integration testing, functional testing, and end-to-end testing. You should be familiar with testing concepts, like test cases, test plans, and bug reporting. Knowledge of testing methodologies like behavior-driven development can also be very valuable. You will definitely need to learn specific automation tools and frameworks. For web testing, tools like Selenium WebDriver are practically industry standards. For API testing, you might use REST Assured or Postman. Mobile automation often involves Appium, and there are specialized frameworks like Cypress, Test Cafe, or Playwright that are becoming increasingly popular. Different companies use different tools, but understanding the concepts behind them will help you adapt quickly. Version control systems, particularly Git, are essential for any coding role today, including QA automation. You'll be committing your test code, creating branches, and collaborating with others through pull requests. So getting comfortable with Git is a must, folks. Continuous integration and continuous deployment knowledge is increasingly important too. Understanding how to integrate your automated tests into CI/CD pipelines using tools like Jenkins, GitHub Actions, or GitLab CI will make you much more valuable to employers. Alright guys, so we have talked about building a solid foundation in testing and coding, and how important it is to keep learning. Now, speaking of keeping systems running smoothly and securely, did you know that just like with QA, having the right support for your operating system is crucial? I want to quickly tell you about TaskCare for Alma Linux. If you're dealing with enterprise systems, or even if you're just passionate about open source, this is something you'll want to know about. Basically, TaskCare takes Alma Linux, which is already a super reliable open source Linux distro, and makes it enterprise optimized. We are talking top-notch security, compliance, and support. They've resolved thousands of security issues, which is huge, and they're a founding sponsor of the Alma Linux OS Foundation, so they really know their stuff. It's all about giving you that rock-solid security, performance, and access to experts that you need without the crazy cost of some commercial options. Think of it as QA, but for your OS. TaskCare for Alma Linux offers several different types of security and support, like security hardening, extended security updates, and many others, and you can pick and choose which components you want, so you won't pay for anything you don't need. It's stable, reliable, high performance, flexible, and scalable. If you're running anything important, you want this kind of support. So, if you're curious about how to make sure your systems are as secure and reliable as the software you'll be testing as a QA automation engineer, check out TaskCare for Alma Linux. I'll put a link in the description below. And thanks TaskCare for sponsoring this video. How to become a QA automation engineer, a step-by-step guide. Now for the part you've been waiting for, my friends. Your actual roadmap to becoming a QA automation engineer. I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step approach that has worked for many people in the industry. First, build your foundation in testing concepts. Start by understanding the basics of software testing. What makes good test cases, how to report bugs effectively, different types of testing, and so on. There are plenty of free resources online, and certifications like ISTQB, International Software Testing Qualifications Board, can provide structured learning, though they are not strictly necessary. What's important is understanding the mindset of testing. It's about finding ways things could break, not proving they work. Next, get comfortable with coding. If you're completely new to programming, start with a language that's relatively beginner-friendly, like Python. There are tons of free courses online that can teach you the basics. Focus first on understanding core concepts, like variables, functions, loops, and conditionals. Then move on to object-oriented programming concepts, like classes and inheritance, which are important for most test automation frameworks. Once you have basic programming skills, dive into a specific automation framework. Selenium WebDriver is a great place to start because it's widely used and there's a ton of learning material available. Build small projects where you automate simple web interactions. Maybe write a script that automatically fills out a form or navigates through a website. These projects will help cement your learning and give you something to show potential employers. Now expand your toolkit, guys. Learn about test frameworks like TestNG or JUnit that help you organize your tests, and generate reports. Explore tools for API testing, like Postman or Rest Assured. Get familiar with build tools like Maven or Gradle that help manage dependencies and run tests. Each new tool you learn will make you more versatile and valuable. Building a portfolio is crucial. Create a GitHub repository where you showcase your automation projects. Maybe automate testing for a popular website, or create a small test framework from scratch. Document your approach and the challenges you faced. This portfolio will demonstrate your skills to potential employers much more effectively than just listing technologies on your resume. Next, get some real-world experience. If you're currently in a manual testing role, talk to your manager about gradually incorporating automation into your work. If you're trying to break into the field, consider contributing to open-source projects or offering to help small businesses or nonprofits with their testing needs. Real-world experience, even if it's volunteer work, is incredibly valuable. Networking is super important too, folks. Join online communities like Stack Overflow, testing forums, or LinkedIn groups where QA professionals hang out. Attend local meetups or virtual conferences about software testing or automation. Not only will you learn from others in the field, but these connections can often lead to job opportunities. When you're ready to apply for jobs, tailor your resume to highlight relevant skills and projects. Even if you don't have professional QA automation experience, emphasize your testing knowledge, programming skills, and any automation projects you've worked on. Be prepared to complete technical assessments as part of the interview process. These often involve writing automated tests or reviewing existing test code. Finally, never stop learning. The field of test automation is constantly evolving, with new tools and approaches emerging regularly. Following blogs, YouTube channels, and podcasts about QA automation will help you stay current and continue growing your skills throughout your career. Demand and salary expectations. Alright folks, let's talk demand and salary. QA automation engineers are in high demand, and not just in tech. Any company with software, from banks to healthcare, needs solid testing. As Agile and DevOps become the norm, automated testing is more essential than ever. There is room to grow, whether you are starting out or already experienced. Entry-level roles might start around $60,000 to $80,000 in the US, while mid-level pros often earn between $80,000 and $110,000. Senior or specialized roles can go beyond $120,000, especially in tech hubs. Remote work has made it easier to land good roles, no matter where you live. Your salary also depends on your skill set. Knowing in-demand tools, programming languages, or testing types, like performance or security, can seriously boost your value. So can industry-specific experience in areas like finance, healthcare, or e-commerce. Company type matters too. Big tech firms and financial institutions usually offer more pay and perks, while startups might trade salary for equity or flexibility. QA consulting firms are great for gaining wide experience fast. Overall, QA automation offers strong career growth. You can move into leadership, specialize, shift into development, or even land a management role. It's a flexible, future-proof career path with plenty of options. Final thoughts. Alright folks, if you made it this far, props to you. Hopefully by now, QA automation doesn't feel like some mysterious tech buzzword, but a solid, exciting career path you can actually see yourself in, whether you're just starting out or making a switch from manual testing. This field offers real opportunities to grow, earn well, and build a future-proof skill set. Remember, you don't need a perfect background to break into QA automation. With the right mindset, some solid learning, and consistent practice, you can absolutely do this. Start small, stay curious, and keep building. Those steps add up faster than you think. And that's all about my QA automation roadmap. As usual, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time.